You know what? Something that popped in my head this morning about how some of our women respond to black men. Now, as y'all know, the last few days I've been under attack, and I normally I would use the word attack as a loaded word, but seriously, I've been under attack by black women who are defending white females. Now, it didn't click in my head that what they was doing that until I woke up. Sometimes you have to go to sleep to have and wake up and have that epiphany. Like, oh wow, I get it now. Well, the reason why I said it is that the video that I did was talking about Paris Jackson and her whiteness kicking in. Because usually white women start to feel themselves around the age of 12, 14 years old. White females, excuse me, start to feel themselves. They start to think of themselves more important than what they are. Now, whether you're racist or not, whether you're gay, straight or whatnot, white women do that. I mean, you can. If any of y'all have been to a predominantly white school or live in a white neighborhood or interact with white women, you know they know that their whiteness protects them. They can say and do things, even if it's questionable, right? So that's all I did. I gave my opinion on Paris Jackson. And we all know that sister came out with a video. She basically insulted me, and not just me, but the black community. And I guess she thought that people wouldn't see that. So when people start going at her channel saying, sister, you got issues, and I didn't say anything. I did my rebuttal video, boom. But people was going at her, telling her, hey, you wrong. She couldn't take it, so she took the video down. But she was sending me messages. And I'm sitting there like, I'm ignoring her. And some people even made it come like, dude, we know you could have went harder. And I said, nah, it's not the point. That's what she wants you to do. But then she waited a few days to come back at me. And I'm sitting there saying, why are you so hell-bent in defending some white kids? But you're willing to vilify your own people. Don't you realize you are a dark-skinned black woman? Somewhere somebody's looking at you calling you a nigger bitch or going to treat you as such? But then I come across, actually two people say, hey, you might want to give your heads up, man. You might want to look at this. And it took me a second to find the video because, the people do, your YouTube, the little codes and stuff. So when I came across it, I'm like, why does this woman look so familiar to me? Why does name so familiar to me? I said, I blocked this woman. I said, this is that woman that came at me back on my old channel when I was talking about the Academy Awards and made it seem like I was patronizing black women or attacking black women, saying that, I forget exactly how she put it, but it's basically she started some shit up. And it was black women that came to my defense, those who subscribed, those who've been following me for a long time. And there was another sister that jumped in, and one of my subscribers, she might know what I'm talking about, and because she sent me a message on my other channel telling me the sister has come out and admitted that she is a carpet muncher, right? Which me and her pretty much guessed. But anyways, and I'm like, then come to find out, they notice other female. Then they know this other female. And they know this other female. Then they know this other female. Then they know this other female. And I'm sitting here like, wow, these bitches are connected. They all know each other. And I gotta say, it must be an East Coast thing. It has to be an East Coast thing. 'Cause a lot of them are from the East Coast. So I'm sitting there watching the video, and she's calling me out my name. Never called out her name. Not one time called any of these sisters out of their name. But they're mad because I'm defending black people. I'm defending black women. I'm defending Janet Jackson when the media swept it down. She slapped that girl when you had video proof. And I put the video up and showed y'all Janet even touched that girl. That white girl yanked away from her, ran to white security guards. That's why Randy and Janet was videotaping it, because they know kids lie this nowadays. So I'm sitting there like, wow. But then I noticed, then the person says, you might want to look at this other person's talking about you. And I recognized the name, and I clicked on it and said, oh, you got to be kidding me. I thought this chick moved on. But something told me to do a little bit more investigation, because it's always a group of people, a pattern for me here. Like I said, I read every comment. And then some of the sisters that used to, that subscribed to me, that used to leave me personal messages or comments, I know that they was under this woman channel as well. And I said, this is how they know my every movement. Because People have come to me, hey, I'm your brother, I'm your sister, I respect you, but then go back and jaw jack you with ghetto hood rats. And I'm sitting there like, all this is because I'm defending black women, but calling out white people or white women. And I'm saying to myself, we have a strain of self-hatred among our people that know no bounds. And I know y'all wondering why I put Rihanna's picture up here, because she's a perfect example of that. I mean, I could put Halle Berry up, but that's a little too easy. But Rihanna, when she first came out, she was Miss Barbados. She was down with the black community. And slowly but surely, Jay and the producer said, you know what? Let's get a little crossover. Let's soften her up. Let's go do some mixed CDs, some mixed records. Let her go on different shows that normally blacks don't go to. They may be a small group, but black performers don't go to. Team up with some artists. Let her sing a hook and whatever. Sex her up a bit. Okay. Who's hot at that time? Chris Brown was rising up, right? You had the Jonas Brothers. You had Justin Timberlake. And anytime a young brother is rising up and white girls are getting moist between the legs, white folk get scared. Because the people they hyping up, Jonas Brothers and Justin Timberlake, they don't want them to take their record sales away from them. They don't want their fan base to leave. And you had Justin Bieber starting to pop up. So anything Chris would have done would fit perfectly. And the shit between Chris and Rihanna should have been between Chris and Rihanna. But what did she do? She went on TV, got in front of a white woman, and basically threw Chris under the bus. Now, some of y'all sisters I said, well, Chris should put his hands on. She should have put her hands on Chris either. Both of them should have kept their hands to themselves. Both of them should have just walked away from it. But then you had two Latin police officers, and you notice you ain't heard nothing else about them. And I did a video about them maybe about a month or two. We leaked a photo to TMZ. Now here it is. Everybody is jumping on this 19-year-old kid. And I'm going to call him a kid because if they can call this 24-year-old shooter that shot everybody in that movie theater a kid and say he just had mental imbalance trying to rationalize him killing people, but you can't rationalize Chris raising his hand to a female. It's something, it's hypocrisy, right? So we saw how after she did what she did, because remember, that video and that photo of Rihanna on the back of the jet ski with Chris, white women and white men came, especially white women, came out and said, you shouldn't get back, and once a beater, always a beater. He's having a history, and he doesn't have a history of it. He went on Larry King, he apologized, he got mocked in the media relentlessly. Shows like The View, The Talk, all these different shows were just browbeating this young brother. I'm talking about Oprah Winfrey, I'm sorry. Talk wasn't on yet. And you had Tyra Banks. You had all these black women coming out making like Chris was like the guys you see on the evening news. No matter what he did, it was never good enough. He fulfilled his court time. He did whatever he had to do, but people still wanted to push his buttons. Chris was getting a wake up moment. He was getting brought and being treated like what people see him as a black man. Okay, but nonetheless, black women went hard on this brother. Like, this is the first guy that ever did something questionable or made poor choices. You saw on the internet how they was talking about him, calling him all kinds of names, but yet y'all go to clubs, y'all dance to music with guys that calling y'all bitches and hoes. They pushing up on y'all, they getting y'all drunk, they doing all kinds of disrespectful, low down things to you, right? Then Mr. Farrakhan was talking about that performance we saw her, because I think the day before she's supposed to perform at one of Donald Trump's concerts or something, and she's claiming that she was sick or she had a throat was bothering her, and Donald Trump talked about like a dog. I didn't see not one black woman come out and call Donald Trump out any names and talk about him or attack him. Mr. Farrakhan said somebody need to take our sister, pull her to the side, have the camera all up on her, basically saying that they was pimping her out. They was treating her like a slut. She goes on Facebook or Twitter and disrespect her elder. This man old enough to be her grandfather, her great-grandfather. Black women was bashing Mr. Farrakhan. And I'm sitting there like, he didn't say anything disrespectful, but it was white critics and white people elevating her as long as she's showing skin and holding it up. But when black men are trying to defend her, we're the villains. So I'm sitting there watching this shit. I'm watching the Dr. Laura, where the black woman called and said her white husband and his family is mocking her and disrespecting her, and Dr. Laura flipped around on black men. Our women that come to our defense. So I'm sitting there saying to myself, I said, I hope this is not what I've been hearing all my life, that black women are forever going to be afraid of white power or the white structure, and they're going to take their frustration out on the thing closest to them. Then you had this Japanese psychiatrist come out and say black women are ugly. And then you had the sister that was that maid that got raped by Dominique Strauss-Kahn, and there was no Gloria Allred running to the sister's defense. None of this stuff. It was black men pointing this shit out. And you sitting there saying, why is it that the black man is your enemy when people are constantly disrespecting and doing things to y'all? Why do y'all mock and attack us when people disrespect you? And let me go back to the Rihanna thing. There was some other things that Rihanna did. Rihanna performed in a video where she got a Chris Brown lookalike, where she simulated shooting a guy in the head. White women cheered that on, right? But it was a video that Kanye West made with female body parts. It was a symbolism video, like they did with Rihanna, but they attacked Kanye and told MTV or whoever else don't show the video. This is hypocrisy, right? Rihanna's going to Ireland shoot a video. The owner of the land said she was dressed like a slut. I didn't hear anybody criticize that owner of that land. Rihanna had to cover up. Black men say cover up or respect yourself. We're disrespectful. But yet, when we try to protect y'all, y'all want us to protect y'all. Y'all want us to defend y'all. Then you fast forward back to how sisters are being murdered in our community by people who don't look like us. Sisters are being mocked on YouTube and different tube-like sites. But yet y'all won't go after them. You have black women out here showing their natural ass. With the sister lied on their brother, Brian Banks. He got 6 years in prison. Then bitch had the nerve to come and say, I'm a Facebook. I want to be Facebook fans. Then she went to meet an investigator. I don't think she knew he was an investigator. Now I can't remember. And she admitted that she basically lied. And the only reason why she would admit, because she didn't want to pay that money back. But where are the videos that calling her out, talking about how low down she was? Did any black man on here try to say, sisters, y'all carrying yourself in a piss poor manner? Y'all can't get mad if we don't start looking at y'all anymore. But to bring it back to the sisters that have been going after me, they have that same attitude. You out here talking about I'm a feminist, I'm a strong black woman, but yet y'all defending questionable behavior by dumbass black women, and you defending white women, the very woman that you claim is your enemy. All this drama started with me and those sisters because I was dumb enough to try to rationalize with them, number one. Number two, I was dumb enough to ignore them, because you're not supposed to ignore a black woman, or any woman, but especially a black woman. Number three, I criticized white people, and you ain't supposed to do that in public, because black women, they don't like that. And let me say this, I'm not talking about all. But see, y'all sit around and y'all talk about white women, but y'all want to emulate their looks. Y'all want to put the wigs on, these ugly ass lace front wigs, multicolored wigs. Y'all put all this ass and just caked up makeup on. Y'all talk about people. Physical characteristics, but don't realize that you're overweight or that you may not be missing in something. Some of y'all have poor hygiene. Some of y'all do things sexual to other men and other women, but then get with a brother. You want to put the brakes on. I've seen a lot of schizophrenic personalities in my lifetime, especially out here on YouTube since the 2007. But y'all are taking it to another level. Y'all don't fuck with the people that make videos talking about y'all. Y'all don't mess with the videos when people that gone viral and they get on TV. When those Cuban girls was talking about black people, talking about black women in particular. How many videos we see of white women talking about y'all and y'all say nothing? But a brother try to defend y'all, talk to y'all like you got some sense. Y'all attack us, y'all mock us, you call us all kind of niggas. Now I see why some of these brothers out here have a mindset, the mindset they do. And they told me for a long time, dude, you're going to get tired of trying to save these females or trying to respect them. And they're right, I am. And there's still sisters, there's still black women out here that I will give much respect to because they deserve it. But y'all Rihanna, Beyonce type women, y'all don't get no respect from me because y'all carried yourself in a piss poor manner. Y'all pissed off at me because I called Michael Jackson's daughter a white female or a typical white female. This wasn't a dig at black women. I was defending black women. I was defending Janet Jackson. I was defending her mother and her sisters. But see, y'all that new breed of black woman, y'all involved on that feminist shit. I'm a woman, hear me roar. And then you got these manginas that are so thirsty for ass. Feeding y'all this mind fucking like, yeah, girl, you strong, you tough, you do this, you do that. Knowing damn well they can't stand your ass either, but as long as they getting pussy, they don't care. And the reason why I brought all those things up to show you that our community is fucked. Relationship-wise, with our women are fucked. Where are the videos of y'all criticizing Halle Berry? Where are the videos of y'all criticizing Rihanna fucking with Ashton Kutcher? Dude fucked her and then turned around and disrespected her. Where are those videos where y'all criticize Sherry Shepherd and Whoopi Goldberg and the sisters would go on TV and talk about black women, make it like y'all dumb or disrespect black men in public? Y'all let white men and white women tell you that black men and rap done this to you. Wait, I got a question. What was y'all doing prior to that and doing? If I'm not mistaken, the clubs I went to, I see sisters dancing to lyrics that disrespect them. I've seen black women in clubs will go in the bathroom with a white guy and fuck him silly, but come out having nerve to have an attitude with a black man if he ain't buy her no drink. But I still tried to get past that and tried to give y'all benefit of doubt. I said, not all women like that. But y'all shown me the last 8 months that y'all are not to be respected. Y'all say shit in public. Y'all disrespect. Y'all try to emasculate us. And you sit there like, wow. And there are women out here. People out here say, dude, y'all women don't respect y'all whatsoever. Then you got some of our women going to talk to racists. And I could easily put up the videos in the comments and show y'all those sisters in particular was talking to white men and white women. Now, how low can you get to go talk to your slave master's descendants? I would never go and break bread with somebody like a David Duke type or a Hitler type or a Sarah Palin type. I would never sit there and have a conversation and disrespect our black women like that. But y'all have no such reservations of doing that about us. I've been on YouTube for a long time, and I remember when the tone in the video started to change. It was sisters that stopped putting these black men videos up, and brothers in con started to come back at them. But y'all take it another level. Y'all go get images and say, he don't want to be with no strong black woman. All y'all ain't strong. A lot of y'all weak-minded. I ain't following no man. I ain't gonna let no man lead me. But look how it's been working out for some of y'all. Y'all on public assistance. Y'all got multiple baby daddies. A lot of y'all are overweight. A lot of y'all are bitter. A lot of y'all sit back and take offense to everything somebody said, even if it's not referring to you. And you figure if I'm miserable, everybody got to be miserable. Now, as I said before in the other video, those brothers that told me, dude, you're going to get tired of this. You're gonna start to see. I saw it, but I tried to give it benefit of that because the women in my life or the women I've come in contact with who didn't carry themselves like that, or the sisters I've met out here on YouTube. Because I said, I know our history, I know our people are suffering from a sickness. But when you got black women calling black men niggas and boys and shit, but if you call a black woman a bitch, oh my gosh, you're sexually against women, you're a misogynist and stuff. Y'all haven't picked up traits of a white man and white woman, and y'all don't realize it. Some of y'all like fucking fools, all these goddamn wigs and weaves in your head. We know that ain't your natural hairline. All these bright ass wigs on, wearing these tight ass clothes. And then you expect somebody to respect you. The very same white women that y'all follow, they got their boyfriends, their husbands, and their children. They nice homes. The picket fence. The trips in the spring and summer. The winter vacations. Y'all got Maury Povich, Jerry Springer, and roaches. Truth hurts. Y'all sit here and y'all realize y'all are chasing y'all men away. Y'all deep down, y'all want that white man. Hell, some of y'all carpet munchers want that white woman. And y'all don't want anybody to talk about them because you figure it's going to fuck your action up. Y'all talk about black men with self-hate issues. At least brothers are honest enough. If they're going to fuck around outside the community, if they're going to fuck with a white man, they're going to fuck with a white woman. Y'all bleach y'all skin. Y'all try to change y'all features. A la Lil' Kim. And then say, I'm a strong black woman. How can you be a strong black woman when you let everybody ride up in you? Raw. How can you be a strong black woman when you're attacking people who've done nothing to you? How can you be a strong black woman when you listen to people who have a history of lying to our people? See, y'all pick the white male, female traits. Y'all don't want a black man be happy with anybody. Y'all criticize brothers if they with a sister. I've seen y'all. What she think she is? Y'all do all this stuff. The brothers out there who work hard, who mind their own business, respect, y'all call us chumps, pushos. Like, why do we push us? Because we're nice to you? Y'all don't want us when we younger. But when y'all start hitting y'all late 30s or your 40s, that's when y'all get the itch like, oh wow, I need to settle down. It's too late then. No dude in their right mind is gonna fuck with a woman that's been through the ringer. But some of y'all just keep on doing the same shit and think you're gonna get a different response. Like I said, a lot of sisters out here that I thought I was cool with, and one of the brothers did a video. I can't remember which brother did it. He said, you're not cool with anybody on YouTube. You gotta understand, people out here on YouTube are petty, are vindictive, and they're not your friends. And you know, it's sad that, you know, I try to respect people and give people the benefit of doubt, but people show their true colors all the time. And a large group of them have been black women. And there have been black women who come to me and say, brother, I appreciate what you're doing. And even some sisters said, but you gotta let it go. You can't help these bitches. This has come from another black woman. Y'all hold us responsible for every poor choice that you made. As I said before in other videos, I'm not the guy that broke your heart at 12 years old. I'm not the guy you lost your virginity to. I'm not the guy that you caught in the bedroom with your best friend or with a man. I'm not that guy to say he's going to marry you and never marry you. I'm not that guy that gets you pregnant and say we're going to have a life together and then get you pregnant again and then he bounce. I'm not the man that don't buy your son and daughter the things they need. But because I'm not that man, and you know that you fucked up with guys like us, you got to attack us. And that's what Rihanna, Halle, and these sisters that's coming after me have done. They've made piss poor choices in their life, or they've been indoctrinated to believe that anything white is right, anything black is wrong, or a black male is wrong. We warn y'all that these bastards are trying to use y'all. See, we can see what's coming down the line from white folk, because they do the same shit over and over. It doesn't change. But we try to give them the benefit of the doubt to a degree, at our peril at times. But we try to give our women, our men, the benefit of the doubt. But our women show a natural ass. One day, I was, for shits and giggles, I went on YouTube and I compared the number of videos out here that bash and attack black men. And I'm gonna tell you something. I don't have that. It's impossible. It's virtually impossible. Because there's some women that put videos up, they have titles up, don't even go with the video, and you're going, it's a black man bashing video. But you got sisters out here that shake their ass. You got sisters out here that have fucked white men, and now they semi-conscious or unconscious and try to talk about racism, and yet you praise the love of white men or white women. And you scratching your head like, what the fuck is wrong with our people? What will it take for our people to snap out of this? What would it take for our women to understand that the black man ain't your enemy? We didn't cause this drama. But there are channels out here right now on YouTube that's dedicated to making y'all look like idiots. World Star Hip Hop is the worst thing that happened to black America, or blacks in general. But when you look on World Star Hip Hop, what are the videos of a black woman showing a natural ass? And sometimes I sit there like, how can I try to defend that? How can I try to rationalize that? And sometimes you say, I just give up. But the last few days have showed me, no matter how young, no matter how old you are, our women are fucked up in the head. Not all. Let me say it again. Not all. But y'all to follow this feminist shit, and look where they got y'all, and look where they got our community. Sister Shazad Ali, and I hope I pronounced her name right, was on the talk shows back in the late 80s, early 90s, warning black women to change your ways. Because she said it. She said it. And y'all probably see the video out here floating around. In 20 years, we're going to catch hell for this shit. 20 years, we've called hell for it. And some of these brothers who are married or dating these women, they know these females are foul. But they like pussy so much, they don't want to fuck their action up. And that's the problem. Y'all feeding their fucking ego. And in some ways, I was feeding the ego as well. When I was defending black women, they figured, well, we got one brother going to give us cover. And that's what y'all was betting on. But as I said, I ain't doing it anymore. Now, that doesn't mean I'm going to turn around and bash sisters just to be bashing. No. When I come across a news story, I'm going to put it up and I'm going to put y'all on blast. And I'm going to do that video I was going to do about Brian Banks. I think it might be educational for some of y'all to realize how y'all acting, what y'all doing. But y'all are emulating the ways of white women and white men. Those who are hateful and racist, I should say. Y'all listen to Oprah Winfrey for 20-something years, put that shit in your head about you don't need a man. But every time you see Oprah, she's with a girl, Gail. She's gay. Or a lesbian, however you want to describe it. She just got the brother there to keep people off of. Everybody ain't no statements bought and paid for. They was young. She didn't want to have no more kids. I tell you what her mindset is at. Here it is, her grandmother and mother dogged her, but yet but her father took care of her, but she threw her father and black men under the bus. That don't make any sense. The black women dogged and talked about you, but you turn around and throw it back off on black men. I'm like, wait a minute, that don't make any sense. Then your grandmother make you sleep on the front porch, and they say you're too dark, you're too ugly. But you went to stay with your black fight, he took you in. He did what he's supposed to do. A lot of y'all don't even know that she was fucked with John Test. She used to be on Entertainment Tonight. Who's married to Connie Selica, who wrote the NBA thing, used to be on NBC. And he basically came out and said why he had to leave her. Or he had to stop dating her. Because she was black. He got what he wanted out of her. He fucked her. His itch was scratched. But y'all too dumb to see that. Just like the other day when I did that video about Paris Jackson saying she's acting like a white female. It was black women that got mad. It wasn't white Michael Jackson fans that came at me. It wasn't white women that came at me. It was black women. I could see if I said Paris Jackson acting like a typical black woman, because I know she's not black. Some sisters got enough sense, even at their age, not to put their family business out on Twitter. Here it is, you got Willow Smith. Regardless of what y'all may think or say about her, she don't put her family business out because Jada and Will ain't gonna go for that shit. Paris, you talking about my daddy wanted this, but you're doing the exact opposite. I gave y'all a little history about Joe Jackson and why he should have stayed in the picture, or why the media want him in back and they want to blame it on him. They blame him for all the ills of the world. But that got mocked. I'm trying to give y'all a little history on some of y'all understand what's going on. They want to make the black man impotent. They want to take him out of the picture. Just like y'all sisters got mad at the wrong people. Don Imus made that comment about nappy-headed hoes. White people turned around. White women in particular said, well, black guys say this. And what did y'all do? Y'all, instead of going after them, y'all came and attacked black men. Regardless of the brother said anything about black women or not, y'all criticized us. When Dr. Laura did that shit to that black woman, called about her white husband, his friends and family, well, black guys say it all the time. I see it on HBO. What did y'all do? Instead of going after her, y'all came back at us. Whether we said it or not, we said, y'all easy manipulated. Y'all say y'all hate white women or y'all can't trust them, but yet y'all quick to defend them. All these sisters that have been coming at me are pissed off because I've criticized white men, white women, or black men with selfish issues, or those who defend white people with such vigor. Oprah, she's whitewashed. You say something about Oprah, black women get pissed off. How dare you? I got a question. What black women did Oprah make famous? She made Rachel Ray, Susie Orman, the chick that made the Spanx, or what do you call it, Body Magic, whatever. She made them famous. She made white men famous. But y'all love Oprah, Saint Oprah. Here it is, Whitney Houston was doing drugs and making poor choices before she got with Bobby. That's why Shaka, I forget the other woman, her aunt that came out, and Aretha and Gladys and them basically said, y'all got to quit blaming Bobby. And the media thought they was going to do it. And what did they do? They stopped. They went over to Ray J, and they tried to blame that brother. Then they realized, Brandy and them said, and shit was coming, it's time to come out. No, they stopped that line of attack because it wasn't working anymore. But there were black women out there attacking those women for speaking the truth. Some of y'all make y'all own piss poor decisions and y'all want to throw it off on everybody else. Y'all are not loyal to a black man or the black community. Y'all say y'all, but y'all not. When I did my original videos, he versus she, and I was trying to give y'all some of y'all historical points, y'all got mad because truth hurts. If you don't believe me, if you think I'm exaggerating, go to your library and look up the women's movement. Look how it was co-opted. When Rush Limbaugh called that white woman a slut, what did white women do? They went and got y'all out there. Y'all was on TV. Y'all representatives on TV talking, well, Rush Limbaugh's a racist. He's a misogynist. But when Rush Limbaugh says something about black people, they were, I don't know if I'm going to say if he's racist or not. Or, I don't want to know if he's racist. I'm like, wow, y'all scared. Y'all some scary ass motherfuckers. Here it is. Y'all was quiet last month when Jay-Z, Beyonce, Nas, what's his name? The Dream? Oh, I forget. I think it was The Dream. Not The Dream. I forget the producer's name. Maybe it is. I forget. Ice-T, they's all defending Gwyneth Paltrow using the word nigger. Y'all was quiet. But I guarantee if a brother say something about somebody who's Jewish or a white woman, you should say it, that brother. You were wrong. When Halle Berry gave that baby to that, gave a white dude a baby, she was saying that baby ain't black. She's mixed. When he's calling Halle Berry a nigga bitch, and white people was throwing Halle Berry under the bus, the same white people a few years prior was dissing Eric Benet and any other black man had anything to do with her, because they wanted their hands on her. Y'all didn't say shit. But everything you talk about, Wesley Snipes or Dereck Jeter or Eric Benet or blank this and blank did, I'm like, wow, y'all forget everything else. Mel Gibson told his baby's mama, I hope you get raped by a pack of niggers. Talking about black men. Where was our sisters at defending us? My very first video on YouTube, very first video I put up was defending black women against that deaf bitch Bethany Starro who lied and said a black woman do ass on her face. I was one of the few brothers out here defending y'all. But because of hood rat ass black women, ratchet ass black women, false flagging channels and videos, those things are lost forever. It's not white people doing this shit on YouTube. It may be a few, but it's our own black women. And sorry ass weak-minded black men who's raised in single parent homes. Y'all don't want a black man around y'all that is an actual man that got respect for you or himself. I can't struggle. He gotta have this and have that. Shit don't just pop up out of thin air. You gotta work for it. But the whole line of attacks in these videos that these women coming at me because I've called out white women. And it clicked in my head. I'm like, wait a minute. I just thought about it. In these videos, I'm criticizing self-hatred or a mindset that some white women have towards black men and black women. And people that come out defending with most vigor is black women. Look how Star Jones used to talk shit about black men on The View. And I remember telling my father, I said, Dad, she gonna get a nigga moment one day. I remember telling my late mother, she gonna get a nigga moment one day. And when she started talking about getting married to Al Reynolds and showing them white women got mad. How dare that nigga bitch get on TV and brag about her marriage? I don't want to see that shit. They wrote into The View. What did Barbara Walters and them do? Joy Behar and Elizabeth Hasselbeck do? Mary Vieira, Lisa Ling, they cut her throat. And then Debbie was a Maganopoulos, the original host. She turned around and cracked on Star. Then they went and got a lesbian, Rosie O'Donnell, to crack on Star. But then Rosie O'Donnell got her nigga moment. They didn't want her. They just wanted her on that cause she's Rosie. And ever since Star got dumped on The View, Star has been mocked. I never forget when Professor Margaret Dyson was on there talking about Condoleezza Rice when it happened in New Orleans. Mary Vieira, what's her name? Elizabeth Hasselbeck and Star was extremely rude to that brother. And I'm like, sister, you don't realize these white women, they'll cut your throat. It wasn't even 2 weeks later that she was gone. Now every time Star put her mouth, they mock her. Whoopi Goldberg was taken up for Roman Polanski, Mel Gibson, and so many of these white men. Y'all, and I'm sitting like, damn, what's up with our women? She was fucking Ted Danson back in the night. He dressed up in blackface. But this the same when Whoopi Goldberg was on The View talking about Reverend Wright with Sherry Shepherd. And I'm sitting there saying, why do our sisters do this shit to us? And the only thing y'all can go back and say, well, black men and rap. Black men don't take your responsibility. You talking about those who don't take responsibility. Every black man don't act like that. Every brother don't listen to rap. And if we do, we sure don't listen to the stuff that y'all say we listening to. But it boils down to sisters defending women or trying to emulate beauty. Y'all talking about white women emulating y'all, but y'all emulating them. No black man is going to want to. If he wants a white woman, he doesn't want a copy. He don't want an imitation. Imitation. You see, y'all forever attacking us and dissing us. A black man say, "I like this type of woman." Y'all rag them. But how many sisters are fronting their white boyfriends and husbands around us? It's more black women in inter-ethnic relationships than there are black men. Don't get that twisted. That Loving versus Virginia was a white man and a black woman. I guarantee if it was a black man and a white woman, it would never changed. Here it is. President Obama has insulted y'all in the black community time and time again, but y'all are staunchest supporters. But brothers like us kind of talk to y'all like y'all got common sense. Y'all attack us. Y'all mock us. You disrespect us. Why? Because a lot of y'all have a sick mindset. A lot of y'all have not been exposed. A lot of y'all believe everything y'all see on TV or hear from y'all teachers. This is why I say we need to go back to how it was, where girls was on one side of school, boys was on one side of school, and we had black teachers. Yeah. Oh, that's old-fashioned, but we knew how to talk. We knew how to respect each other. Once we integrated, once our women start intermingling with a certain group of women, our communities got fucked. And then y'all throw it right back on the black man. Now, there's some sisters out here on YouTube that will call y'all out in a minute, but y'all attack them sisters. There are white women out here that even told y'all to you. I remember that white woman, that male carrier, that male carrier, when that white woman was yelling and she hit that male carrier and she said something. She said, your own women, and she made a point. Like, she's basically saying, you should have respect for me, black man. But then remember that black man that your woman don't respect you. So you should treat me better. That's what she was saying. And none of y'all picked up on that. None of y'all picked up on that. Because y'all saying, why? When black women kept saying, why would she say something like that? Why would she say that? She was basically telling you that y'all disrespect to y'all man. And therefore, I can get away with this, or this man should do as I say because I'm a white woman, since y'all don't have enough guts or self-respect to stand up for yourself or your community. A lot of shit go over y'all head. And then brothers try to tell, like, sister, don't do that, don't say that. Just step back and just listen. Nobody tell me what to do. I'm strong. If you're strong, you don't have to broadcast you strong. If you like people outside your community, you ain't got to prove nothing to nobody. But don't be a hypocrite and attack somebody else for doing the same things you've done or similar. Or not even similar or the same. But like I said and I thought about it, I said, these sisters, I started thinking about the different videos they did. I said, it's usually when I'm criticizing racist white people or self-hating black women, and that's when they get mad. But what triggered this new line of attacks, new videos, is because I said Paris Hilton's acting like what she is, a white female. And these foolish ass black women got mad at me, and y'all was defending this little white 14-year-old girl. I guarantee if y'all was on fire, she wouldn't spin on y'all. They have to put it out. But y'all turn around and disrespected Janet, y'all own fellow black female. Y'all ain't even loyal to each other. So sisters, before y'all start attacking black men, you need to sit back and look in the mirror and say, what have I done? How am I carrying myself? I can't attack a black man for looking at outside the community when I or some of our women have done the brothers wrong. Now here it is. It's a group of women on YouTube that goes back, like, and I recognize some of the names. They was fucking over there with Tommy. And I'm like, man, those some of the women that was coming at me. And that's why I told one sister, I said, sister, I'm not getting into it. Because I said the same thing that's being said was done to me. But the only difference, and not even the difference, it was the same thing. You had weak-ass black men chiming in because they was trying to get brownie points. Same thing that was going on with Tommy. And I said, and I told you, I watched both videos. I never said who I agreed with, and I left it at that. Because I said, this is deja vu. I said, it's like every month, a group of y'all move around from black man to black man. And I'm going to post that video, that video of the sisters that in question, that I know who did this, who made a list of all the black men on YouTube they wanted to go after. And that's why I tell y'all, I say, y'all better start reading your comments. Y'all better start clicking on these channels. Because yesterday, it only took me a few clicks to realize that all these women, it was 4 women in particular, that was in the same group. The same ones that have been giving me a headache for the last 8 months. And then I saw some other names behind it. You can't come to my channel and say, Harvey, I agree with you 100%. Then go to another person who's saying the exact opposite and say, I agree with you 100%. And then there's the same person that's been harassing me. You're playing both sides. That's why I told that brother that I met, will not mention his name again. I said, brother, you're playing both sides. Leave me alone. This is why our community is fucked up. This is why they push, and then y'all, and another thing, y'all criticize homosexuality, but yet y'all promote it at the same time. That's some fucked up shit. You talk about down low brothers, but yet I want to see gay people get married. It's normal. That's the right thing to do. And I'm going to put up a video about that as well, that y'all allow these people to pimp out your little boys, 10-year-old boys, to go speak in front of a fucking city council. Whether y'all like it or not, sisters, some of y'all are doing a great deal of harm in our community, and y'all don't want to admit it. Y'all in denial. Y'all fuck with no good dude, and y'all have a no good ass babies, and it becomes this endless cycle of no good motherfuckers. Y'all got power. Y'all don't even realize it. I'm gonna tell y'all something. Y'all woman. Y'all got something that every dude want at some point, but y'all don't know how to use it. Y'all use it wrong. And then when you get called out on it, or we check you, you run to the white woman, the very woman that you say you can't trust or can't stand. This is why I put that picture of Rihanna, because she went right to Diane Sawyer and made it seem like she was the villain, she was the victim, when people forgot all the dirt that she said and done over the years. I guess people forgot when Britney Spears did the MTV Awards and Chris performed that Michael Jackson thing. I think it was a Thriller or something he performed. And she basically was mouthing, like, making fun of Britney Spears. I never forget that. And that was the one time I watched MTV. I had stopped watching MTV a long time ago, because I was curious to see what they was going to do for Michael Jackson. And I think this is before Mike passed. This is before he passed, if I'm not mistaken. They caught the camera, caught him basically mocking Britney Spears. What did Britney do to Rihanna? I'm still baffled how this chick got so famous. But she's a perfect example, and Halle Berry, and what's up, Garcelle Bouvet, to play Fancy on Jamie Foxx, and so many other black women, how fucked up y'all are in your head about y'all own men and about yourselves. A lot of this drama on YouTube got started with me is because I called out racist white men and racist white women, and black women can't have that. Cause y'all say y'all hate them, y'all say y'all don't like them, but y'all want to be up under them. And when every time they say something, y'all hanging on their every word. Then y'all want to throw it back like black men do. No, we don't. Y'all interact with white people more than we do. Black women, some of y'all black women out here need to look in the mirror. Y'all need to understand, some of y'all have created these issues in our community. And I'm not saying brothers don't do dirty shit or bad shit, but we usually do dirty and bad shit, doing it for a piece of ass. So if this is not, if you're not this type of woman, then keep moving. If you are, I expect to get the votes. I mean the negative comments, excuse me. But like I said, I'm not defending y'all anymore. But I'm not going to attack y'all just to be attacking, but I'm going to call out question behavior. Think about it.